All right, BobalosRex here, and it's that time of the week. Finally, I've been like off days for all my videos, but it's a new year, and I'm excited. So let's get into it. First vault of the new year, and it's on my monk, who had a big year last year. You know, he did a lot. He basically was my main last year. I'm excited. I'm curious what I'm gonna actually end up playing. Come midnight here. Yeah, let's just grab these here. So we'll have to see what I end up playing. Oh shoot, I gotta end up spending them. Well, I'll spend that later, get some gold, because the season's basically over. I'm gonna be talking about it more in the news proper, but season ends on the 19th/20th with the patch, and you'll want to get your seasonal stuff done. But let's go over the weeklies first. So let's just start at the top. So we got Sparks of War. So we got the PvP Sparks of War in the Isle of Dorn. That's where the ganks can happen. Or you just get your treasure chest, get that done. I'm sad I don't get sparks from doing world quests anymore. With war mode on. And you still get it from chests and stuff. Then we got archives. I'm pretty sure this is a weekly this week. Titan disc fragments, do your delves. Oh yeah. Then the decor quests. If you've been keeping up with the decor quests, you can get it's a Nightborn Lantern, and then complete this quest, and it will unlock the Square Surmar table. One of the new decor. It wasn't. I did the vendors of Broken Isles, but this would have been added this week with the quest, and it's actually on the Pandaren. And I haven't mentioned it. I keep saying that it's in the capitals. There's also one in Dornogal. So the Pandaren is right over here. Second chair Pato. Right here, and you can pick up the quest line here and get all that decor that it's been locking weekly. And then we got Preserving Teamwork, rated BG Blitz. I should have done that, man. I really should have PvP'd this expansion. Maybe midnight. Then we got Preserving War Epic Battlegrounds. There you go. And then we got Cinder Brew Meadery for the dungeon quest if you want that bonus rep. Remember, on the 27th, Winds of Mysterious Fortune. Alright? Is coming back. Double rep is coming. Don't forget. Save your market research. Then we got Emissary of War Mythic Dungeons is ongoing, is the event, along with Turbulent Timeways Week 5. Yeah, so Turbulent Timeways Week 5, you get Heroic Piece of Koreshi Loot, doing time walking. And this is Week 5. So if you care about that's under events. If you care about the Feat of Strength, right, you need to make sure you get started this week. I started last week, so I have a buffer week. But yeah, get on it. If you want the Feat of Strength, it gives you a free mount. All right, save you some time, more badges. If you're low like me. Now, there's a few more things to go over. Mythic Plus. We got Xalatath Pulsar, the orbs, I guess. Man, again, finish up your stuff. If I was going to go to 3K, I'm glad I got to 25. I would love to get the 3K, but I just haven't really been playing much. But now is the time. Get your 3K if you're going to do it. Finish up your delve stuff if you're going to do it. Get that done. Get Kaiveza done. Make sure you get that done. They recently changed that achievement. I want to do a video specifically about that, but make sure you get Kaiveza done. If you want that mount skin guaranteed and that Feat of Strength, you want to get that done, you can do it for the title in a group, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let me solo her. You're going to want to get. And then Contract Killer you can do in a group. All right, get that done. That will go away permanently, the title. But you can still get the schematic. But this feat of strength will go away. So get that stuff done. Get your PvP stuff. Get your rated PvP stuff. We will still be able to earn this mount. But your raiding achievements, the elite gladiator gear, all that stuff, you want to get now. All right, so you want to get that done now. We got 3 weeks. 3 weeks. You want to get all that done for sure. Dark Moon Fair is also this weekend, starting Sunday, and Feast of Wintervale ends in a day. So if you're watching this, day that this post, night that this post, get that done before reset. Before it goes away, get your presents if you haven't. All right? So make sure you get that done. All right? Now, all right, World Boss. All right, what World Boss is up? I always go over the World Boss. Aggregate, just Valor Stones? Yeah, okay, yeah. Hit up the World Bosses if you're still doing that stuff. All right, so make sure you finish up all your seasonal goals because, like I said, the 20th is going to be when the season ends. Make sure you're finishing up your remix stuff because the 19th is going to be when that ends. And we got a lot going on with the new year. We got a new trading post. You know, Legion Remix, just playing around today, has already almost completed it. I'm going to be doing my trading post experience here soon. And then the shop sale is ending in a couple of days. So it ends the 5th. So if you wanted to get any of the stuff there, you can get that. If you don't, then don't. You know, it's not that big of a deal for me. And I'm excited. We got the whole new year for WoW. We got pre-patch on the 20th, which is exciting. We got WoW Classic Burning Crusade pre-patch on the 13th. We got Midnight in March on the 3rd. I think on the 28th if you got early access of February. So that will be cool. Then we got Diablo, which we're going to talk about in a bit. Well, I'm just going to mention it. We got Diablo in April on the 28th. So there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff this year. And BlizzCon is back this year. So I'm very hopeful for this year in WoW. You know, just make sure you finish up your seasonal stuff. That's the main thing I tell you this week. We don't got a lot of big news this week because everyone's been, you know, home for the holidays. Again, Happy New Year. I had a good New Year and Christmas. And hopefully this year is the year where I keep to streaming. All right. So that's mostly it for WoW. I'm just going to move over into Hearthstone. Do remember that the pre-patch event starts the week after the pre-patch hits proper, which is the 20th. And I do have a video going over all the new stuff. Void Elf, Demon Hunters, the new Demon Hunters, new transmog system, all that good stuff. So that will be cool. But in Hearthstone, we got the new New Year's event going on. So that's going to be going on for a couple of weeks. You can get some old hero skins, so that's pretty cool. And I'm basically just waiting on the mini set. And then there's the Reform bundle, or not bundle, Dark Moon Fair, which is going away. And then I think there's going to be one right after. I don't like that system. I play TFT. How they do their little chibi stuff, I think is a lot more fair. I do get the battle passes there, but I get them. I get free rolls, and then at some point, I can buy them outright. Dark Moon Fairs don't have a way. I don't like how the Dark Moon Fairs are run, in my opinion. I don't like it. But I am waiting for the mini set. I did have a fun time playing this set. I liked Fabled mechanics. So Hearthstone, in my opinion, is doing all right. They don't seem to be hyping up Hearthstone this year. Everyone's talking. To me, Blizzard is hyping up WoW, Diablo, which we're going to talk about now. Because right now it's just Season 11. There's not really any big news other than the Paladin. I'm probably going to be playing it some more again soon, because I had a good time with the Paladin, and we're basically waiting 4 months for the expansion. There's going to be a Season 12 in the middle, probably in February. That will lead us into April. Maybe earlier. And then the Goblin event is in the last week. And there were some rewards on the shop. I don't know if they go away yet, or if they go away in a day or not. So you can grab those. And then Overwatch, this is the last week for Winter Wonderland. If you're playing Overwatch. And honestly, Overwatch ain't in a good spot, but they're hyping it up for this year. So I'm going to be hopeful for them that they do some good stuff this year. Because China has this cool, right now, exclusive event going on with Talon and a bunch of lore stuff. And hopefully they can just take that event and bring it over to the other regions. But do remember China was without Overwatch and Blizzard stuff for a year. So they do deserve something. But man, Overwatch over here deserves something too. So now that the holiday break is over, I'd expect more news next week. You know, this week is just Happy New Year. Have a good time with the holidays. And I'm trying to set some goals for this year for the channel. If you take a look at last year, I didn't have as good of a mic, and now I do. So hopefully I can start to improve some other stuff about the stream. Speaking of the stream, I want to actually stream more. So we'll have to see how that goes. And maybe this will be the year of PvP. But the year's just starting. And I just wanted to wish y'all Happy New Year. Hope y'all have a good beginning of your New Year's. Expect Transmog Showcase, Trading Post Experience, and I'm going to get back to the lore rants this year, for sure. Anyways, thank y'all, as always. One more year of a video every day down. You know, it's a lot of work on my end, but not so much, because, you know, my goal is just a video a day. Some are videos that are just that day, you know, what's going on that day. And some videos are really good guides and stuff. So anyways, thank y'all again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.